So back to good things.
Yes, to boldly flee.
How was your pee, Dan?
It was clear and gold.
You need to drink more coffee.
To boldly flee.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a segue back.
Are we actually talking about to boldly flee?
I don't know what it is, so
He
explain.
needs to know. You're the one that's seen it, I think.
No.
Oh, I haven't seen it either.
I've seen like in-depth reviews of it, but I've never actually seen it.
I zone out even during those.
Well, Channel Awesome would do this thing where they do like mega crossovers for every 1 year anniversary, right? And To Boldly Flee was, I think, the 4th-year anniversary. Yeah, the first one, they just had everyone from, well, not everyone, but most of everyone from the channel at the time.
Isn't that like 30 people or some shit?
Yeah, and the AVGN,
He was in it?
the brawl.
Oh, where they were at a community center that they rented out just for that fight?
Yeah,
That was To Boldly Flee?
no, that was the 1 year anniversary brawl.
Oh. It's all a
After
blur.
that, there was Kickassia, which is Channel Awesome takes over Micronation.
Had Kick-Ass come out yet?
Yes, I think.
Okay, so that's why he was obsessed with that word.
I guess. I don't know. Then after that, there was Suburban Nights, which I've never actually seen, but I know it was a miserable filming experience for everyone involved.
Weren't they all? But somebody passed out on Suburban Nights, right?
I think so.
Because they like taped them to a wall or something and left them there for too long.
The working conditions, by all accounts, were absolutely terrible, and nobody was sure if they were getting paid or any sort of compensation for all their work.
Did they?
And then To Boldly Flee was the 4th one, which was a completely bloated ego project for Doug Walker.
Oh yeah, when he was
And
ending his nostalgia
right, and
bullshit.
he wrote it as if Channel Awesome itself was ending because the Nostalgia Critic was going away.
Oh yeah, and that was a lot of people's like career too.
Yeah. And then he had Phelan Portas like do all the editing and special effects for nothing.
He never got paid?
Nope.
Did he get any revenue from the video?
I think that all went into Mike Matei's pocket.
What?
Not Mike Matei.
I was gonna
Who
say,
am I thinking of?
how did he factor into this?
Yep. No, yeah, Mike Matei totally got all the money for To Boldly Flee.
He's like, hey guys, put your Google AdSense account to my bank.
Yep.
They were just like, all right. I don't think Mike Matei would want anything to do with that. I don't even think they would realize he helped with the video game nerd videos and would invite him. I got compared to Nostalgia Critic a few times that I'm comfortable to admit, even though I just did.
I'm so sorry.
Your brother was one of them because I sat at a desk.
Yep.
And talked about things. Oh, also because I wore a suit.
Yep.
That was more because I like suits. And I was watching late night clips of like Letterman and Conan during that whole war with Leno. Remember that?
Yep. King Coco.
Actually, well, I don't really like him much now, but I do sympathize with him. Mostly because of Conan's OK Boomer skit. That was totally everything that people say boomers are. No one else seen it?
No.
It's bad. They
I'll
had,
believe it because it's okay, boomer.
well, yeah, and they had a tribunal of people determining whether or not Conan was a boomer, and he would just answer dumb questions, and then they would start yelling boomer at him when he answered, I guess, in a way that proves he's a boomer.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just kept thinking, okay, boomer, the whole time. Like, you're all boomers for being involved in this skit.
Hitler.
Yeah, she's just been flipping it out. Flipping a bitch.
So big, so
I'm too lazy to also lean in. So I'll just talk into the mic.
Your entire face is blocked by the mic.
You're a mic blocked face. Damn.
So did To Boldly Flee just totally derail this whole podcast?
Well, two of us haven't seen it, so we didn't really know what to like
I don't
add
think
to
any
it.
of us have actually seen
Oh,
it.
that's right. Right, you've seen the reviews. I saw a review of it, but I just, like I said, I kept zoning out. So I was like, you know what? Why did I turn this on? I don't even like this channel. I don't think I'm subscribed. Oh, I think I am. I don't know why. Remember that time we watched his Rockadoodle review and started ripping on him?
Dude, Rockadoodle is my shit.
He was making
It's
fun
so
of
weird.
Rockadoodle, and we were
Like-
more.
I'll defend Rockadoodle, even though I know it's not good.
What?
The only thing I know about Rockadoodle is when Ben kept suggesting watch Rockadoodle, or maybe you suggested it to him. One of you
There
was
was one
suggesting
time-
it.
One time I was at a friend's house and we were all really, really drunk, and I insisted we watch Rockadoodle.
Listen, all those movies of that era are phenomenal. Rockadoodle. Friggin' Elvis Rooster goes to Vegas, gets some tail, and comes back and brings the sun back. It's writing gold. Troll in Central Park. Gold. All
What?
Dogs Go to Heaven. Gold.
At least-
Rover Dangerfield.
At least All Dogs Go to Heaven is
Silver.
generally regarded as being good.
I suppose.
Wait, that was him too?
Don Bluth, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I
Don
didn't.
Bluth films are phenomenal.
Didn't he also do Land Before Time?
The first one, yeah.
hmm
Oh, and then some
The
other.
only one-
Everything after was Disneyfied garbage.
Yeah.
Did Disney buy Land Before Time?
They might as well have,
Oh.
because it just became like Disney direct-to-video sequel type stuff, where
Did he-
it's a bunch of singing and bad animation.
Who took over making those?
I don't know.
Isn't he also Fern Gully? He is
Fern Gully's
Gully.
great.
Yeah.
I know he's like had a rivalry with Disney. Like Disney is like a West Coast or East Coast, no, West. Yeah, a West Coast thing, and like he's an Eastern United States coast thing.
Well, I think I might be wrong about this, but I think he was a former employee.
Yeah,
Of
I think he
Disney?
was. Not for very long. Or maybe very long.
I like how Disney's biggest rivals are generally former employees.
Wonder why that is. Is it because they see Walt Disney's head in a jar, frozen, and they're like, I ain't gonna be a part of this? Because supposedly he is frozen somewhere when he died. 'Cause he
That's
did.
been debunked so many times.
It
though.
has?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I did see a special where some people did get frozen, and then the reporter was like, just so we're clear, there's no way to defrost them right now, and we're not sure it'll ever happen. Because I was even looking it up, and it's like, yeah, we might not ever develop the technology to unfreeze these people, because we think they fucked themselves. Like, they've cracked their veins and things, or at least frozen themselves so much that when they start thawing, everything will just break. So we gotta figure out how to fix them.
Have you ever left meat in a deep freezer for like 2 years and then taken it out?
Yeah. actually.
It's barely recognizable as meat at that point.
Yeah, I had some turkey burgers I took out of my freezer.
You're
Like-
telling me the science behind the movie Encino Man isn't correct?
It might not be, no.
What's Encino Man?
What?
What's Encino Man?
What?
It's a Pauly Shore movie with oh, he's already making a face. It's a Pauly Shore movie where a caveman gets woken up in modern times.
Who plays
Pauly
the
Shore,
caveman?
Pauly Shore and some dude find caveman Brendan Fraser.
That's it. Okay, that's him. I knew it. Caveman Brendan Fraser.
How come
Fraser.
Brendan Fraser must have spent like most of the 90s in
It's
a loincloth?
Fraser, motherfucker. He said he'll fight you if you call him Fraser.
He can fight me.
He did say that.
I'm,
He's like, I
I'm a
will
father
find
of
you.
3. I'll fight him.
He's a father
I'd
of.
be worse.
Doesn't he
He's
play a
broke.
robot? No, he plays a robot in a DC show. He's not broke anymore.
But those alimony payments,
Is that how he went broke?
I think so.
Something screwed him out of his money.
Yeah, his ex-wife.
How did she get so much? Like, how has modern society not been like, hey, you know what? You're paying some crazy alimony. Let's fix that.
I think alimony in general is outdated
It really is.
because it sort of implies women can't make money for themselves.
And like, how is it? Okay, so you get married and you split everything equally, whatever. But then how is it that you
Right.
have to keep doing that after a divorce? Just because you agreed by law, which makes you do it, that you would keep doing it. Like,
Dude, I don't know.
because like a spouse that's getting the alimony, what a fascinating fucking podcast topic. But the spouse that's getting the alimony is no longer having anything to do with like the career that they're getting the money for. So what? And it leaves people like Brendan Fraser screwed. And now he has to play a robot on a DC show. On their awful streaming service. I guess isn't that awful.
It's got things on it.
But I might have had to illegally stream Superman Red Sun because it didn't have that. That part's
Oh.
definite. How I saw Superman Red Sun is up in the air. And will
Was
never be
it
confirmed.
the watch cartoon?
No, I can say it was not. Because they didn't have it. Maybe they did. I don't remember if I checked the watch cartoon.
Mm.
Don't talk about them, you'll get them caught. And then they won't be allowed to have every show in existence. Some in worse quality than others. Some of them in like old YouTube 260p.
Did we lose Devin down there?
I think he's painting orcs again.
No.
Are you drawing hentai?
Yup.
I can't make it
Someone
out.
I know might have commissioned him.
No! We don't talk about that.
I almost name dropped him too.
We don't do that because I'm not editing shit.
Should I call him out online?
Yeah, we don't do that. Don't actually call. If it's not Nostalgia Critic, we don't call them out.
Oh, so Doug Walker commissioned Devin for some hentai?
That's fine. Everyone would already know about that if he did. Like, you kidding? People would leak that so fast.
Yep.
The internet hate
I'd
machine.
leak it.
Yeah, I mean, why the fuck not? I would. But the internet hate machine finds out everything if you're already on the internet hate machine. And if you're not, they'll just find you if they have a reason.
Yup.
What? Hear ghosts. Are you painting ghosts?
No.
Are you watching a Sting music video?
No, my wife's watching some movie that she's crying about.
Is it a,
Oh.
is it is it Labyrinth?
She called me a cunt.
Yeah.
I just thought I.
Demonetized.
Oh, we've already. Didn't we open? No, we opened this part 2, ripping on the Boldly Flees. So that's definitely Well, no, I don't know. I mentioned change the channel. That might be demonetization. Is it? Oh, there was some sexual stuff in that scandal. I forgot about that.
Change the channel? Yeah,
Yeah, there was.
dude.
There was a
That
couple
was like
things.
the main thing.
The main thing, I thought the main thing was just abysmal working conditions and almost killing people.
But like one of the biggest things that got the public attention was the sexual abuse.
Oh. Let's never go down that route. Because we're gonna blow up like Channel Awesome.
So what are we talking about? I don't remember.
This is the second weird face portion of the podcast. This is how you combat dead air. You just look at the camera with really wide fucking eyes. That way it's... You might not be getting any audio, but there's a visual treat.
Shout out to our listeners that don't actually watch the video.
We're not getting any listeners. We don't even get anybody clicking the video. We're not gonna get anybody that just... We could put this on iTunes.
Let's do it. And get it immediately pulled off.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some shit on iTunes.
Just I don't know. As a genre, put us as like shock jocks or something. Put us in the same category as like Howard Stern.
I think Howard Stern is... I don't know how tame he is. I've never listened to him. I know he hates Jay Leno and loves David Letterman. Going back to those talk show things I was watching.
Wonderful.
Kittler! He's
Kittler?
on screen.
Hey, Kittler, what up?
Turn your face this way. Kittler. She's a chunkus.
A chunkus?
A chunkus.
Let's talk about Big Chungus.
I miss him! I said, like, 2 years ago that the more cancerous that meme gets, the better it gets. So I want it to age like milk and get really bad. I'm okay with that.
Really bad.
Well, yeah, man, memes really do age like milk. Milk that
They have
you've
such
left
a
out.
bad shelf life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have a worse shelf life than most rappers.
Yeah. True. Well, I mean, when you just drop the same beat on every track and just go like like, yeah, you're not gonna.
That was racist
life.
as shit.
What? There's a track that does that.
There really is.
Yeah, like that's
Millie?
That's an
I know.
actual track, and like
Obama,
a lot of them,
Obama.
pretty much like that. That it sounds like they're saying that.
There actually is an Obama remix of a Millie.
Is it
No
made by?
shit.
Is it official
I don't know.
or is it a joke?
Could be a joke, but I saw it on YouTube. I was
It's
like,
bad.
that's awful.
Speaking of Obama, we're gonna hit a pressing issue here. Have you seen the video where he does chaos control?
What?
It's great. He's at like a State of the Union thing or something, and there's a guy doing a really good impression of him, and he says something. They're talking about the Eclipse cannon blowing up the moon in SA2. And, like, a reporter brings it up, and he's like, are you talking about the Chaos Emeralds? And then and the crowd starts, like, gasping, and then he pulls out a Chaos Emerald, and the crowd starts, like, panicking, and then he crosses his arms and goes, Chaos Control, and he just disappears. And it's great. Yeah. Like, he just goes insane the minute people start talking about Chaos Emeralds.
That's the crossover I didn't know I needed.
It's great. There was another Obama and Shadow crossover too, but I can't remember what it was. I just remember it being great. But it's just an amazing video. And to make the animation even better, the hand that's holding the Chaos Emerald is just Shadow's hand. I don't know if it was on purpose or if it just made it easier to clip Shadow holding that Chaos Emerald out. But it's just great. Great video. I don't know why he did chaos control and left. When we needed him most, disappeared. When the
I
Orange
would
Man
too.
Nation attacked. So Marvel movies. Just
I've only
kidding.
seen half of them.
Anybody seen anything or played anything else that was good, bad, or in between? I've been playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Dippy. Oh, okay, Dippy. Sorry. Anybody
Is that
else?
your hot take? Is that Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a good game?
I just realized I've been playing it, so I barged in on my own question.
I've been playing Persona 5R, and it good.
Is that the RPG
This is
one?
how you're supposed to listen. This is how you're supposed to start off podcasts.
Not like an hour and a half in.
It's true. We are about an hour and a half in.
Yeah, Persona 5 Royal. It's worth your time even if you have played the original. It changes things up enough.
Oh, right. Royal is the one with the update. Oh,
yeah,
hey, Devin.
like
You what? You don't have a soul? Oh,
that's what I heard.
shit. I think he died. Let's just everybody freeze frame. Because for a minute we kind of all did. I wanted to try and hold it, but then we fucked it up. The next 15 minutes we'll freeze frame.
What else have you been playing, Aben?
Well, I talked at length about Final Fantasy 15.
Yes.
I need to beat that. I think I'm going to do that this weekend.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm close
Isolate
enough.
that audio clip.
What, of me just playing it? What?
No. Are you saying I need to beat that?
Oh!
Oh!
What use would I have for that?
I don't know, man.
I'm always saying things about beating.
You can attach that audio clip to whenever you get subscribers on Twitch.
I need to beat that?
Yep.
What else have you been playing, Dan?
I played Final Fantasy VII Remake for the PlayStation 4. I don't remember what else I played. Oh, I played Mario 64 on my Android, on my phone. Not good times. It's frustrating as fuck times.
I played the first stage of Sonic Adventure 2 on PlayStation Now.
What? Oh, that's available for, like, download?
Or streaming.
You played City Escape?
Yes.
Great. I was gonna put on my Sonic mask, but I can't breathe when I do that.
The version that they have on PlayStation Now, I'm pretty sure is the Dreamcast version.
Good. Well, there's one way to know. Can you guess?
Big sightings?
Well, okay, yes, but an even better way. Wait, did you see Big? No, I think they put Big back in some versions of SA2 Battle. Because I think when I was playing it, I think I saw him. But
well, it's not called the Battle version.
Yeah, they stopped calling it that. But it basically is just Battle. You know you got the Battle version. I think you can guess. Search your feelings.
If you can play as Chao in the versus mode.
Well, okay, but like an unofficial way, a way that Sega didn't intend.
I know what you're getting at. I'm trying to avoid it because I don't want to talk about Shadow's butthole.
Damn it! I wanted to bait you out into it more. Yep, Shadow's butthole. That's how you know you got the SA2 Battle version ported. Yep. Because when they ported that game to GameCube, somehow Shadow got a butthole pixel between his legs.
Hashtag release the butthole cut.
They've been releasing the butthole cut. That's all they release is the butthole cut. It's in the PC version. It's in the GameCube version. It's not in the original.
Let's watch Cats.
The movie?
Oh,
See Idris Elba cat? Judi Dench cat?
Rebel,
Rebel
Wilson,
Wilson
cat.
cat.
What's a Rebel Wilson? Let me look
What?
her up. Is she the
Well,
one
it's
that...
right
The chunky Australian lady.
Don't say mean things!
But that's like all she has.
I don't know any stars from this era, from like 2010 and onward. I don't watch TV or movies.
She's a chungus, mate.
You stop that! Unless it involves superheroes or Shadow's butt, I don't watch it.
I'll have you know that the female version of a chungus is a chungy.
Are you serious? Does the internet actually have classifications?
I don't know.
Because 3 chonky cats are called a chumbus. I remember you shared that image with me. And I have a chumbus in my house now. Although I was calling each one of them that, just by coincidence.
Mm.
True. I wish I could play Rat's birthday remix mixtape for you guys to hear it. You wouldn't hear it very well. You dying? Did we get the virus from talking to you?
Yep.
Oh. And we can't talk to Aben.
And I got allergies.
I've been trying to stare at your panel in the window, so it looks like I'm glaring at you. We're gonna get 1 million views.
Yep.
And we'll get canceled for everything we've been saying.
Canceled.
Yep.
Canceled! Every week there's somebody new that's over on Twitter. Says like, oh, well, I can't think of a name now. Just says
Adam
they're-
Driver got canceled for joining the Marines.
Yeah, Adam Driver is over party was a hashtag on Twitter last week. Every week it's a new one. I don't know if people are just shit posting or what.
Is there a cancellation bot?
There should be. I think my favorite's Death Battle Bot.
Did you see that they're trying to get Robert Downey Jr. canceled?
For what? Oh, the blackface.
Tropic Thunder.
Which the whole joke was that he was doing blackface, and it was to make
Yep.
fun of blackface. It's millennials, dude. There's new
It's
generation.
people that haven't seen the movie and just see the screenshot and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
Dan, you're a millennial.
No! Oh,
Yes.
Zoomers. Zoomers, I mean. But that classification changes so much.
Yeah, right.
People like to lump 30 years worth of like people together. Others say it's like 10 to 15. But it's them damn Zoomers, because they come in and they're born and they're like, Sonic Unleashed is a good Sonic game, and blackface Tony Stark is bad. Like, okay.
I mean, it was kind of intentionally bad.
Yeah. But they don't know that. They just kind of jumped on it without really seeing. Like what I was talking about with that H3 video, when he was defending himself from the false allegations about donation shaming Amazon.
Right.
And people immediately jumped in when the video wasn't even 10 minutes old. They're like, oh, every point he made was right. Like, video's 40 minutes long, dude. You didn't even watch a quarter of it before you jumped in. That's just what people do.
You gotta make the lips funny.
What? Excuse me? Are we getting canceled? I don't know what you just said.
Episode of Always Sunny when they're debating if blackface can ever be done tastefully, and
That's what somebody said.
yeah, Danny DeVito's Frank Reynolds was always like, "You gotta make the lips funny."
Why wasn't he canceled for that?
Like the very next episode, they show their fan-made Lethal Weapon 5, and Mac does half the movie in blackface to be Murtaugh.
I'm surprised they weren't canceled then.
It's kind of an anomaly that It's Always Sunny hasn't been canceled.
I think once somebody sees it, like maybe if Danny DeVito runs for office and somebody goes and looks at his like history, because that's what everybody does. The minute you look at someone, the minute somebody does something of any significance, is that people comb your tweets to cancel you, or they'll comb anything they can find. But I'm sure that's the first show.
That soundbite of him saying you got to make the lips funny.
Oh, I bet it won't take long. Or a new generation of Zoomers will be born, like the ones that found Robert Downey Jr. They'll find a new generation will find Danny DeVito saying that. Well, you know what? I got something controversial to say.
What?
Big Chungus.
I think this podcast has peaked.
I'm peeking right now.
Excuse me.
Because I said Big Chungus. Are you saying I should
go?
You saying I should hit the stop recording button?
Well, we can't top that, can we?
This half hour is going to go off on its own and get us canceled. Cat! Kittler! Oh, shit, she looked. She's going to think that's her name. Need something to end it
By
on.
the time we got to give the cat back, the owner's going to be like, why won't the cat respond to its name anymore?
And then I'll just reveal it by calling her name. And she'll call me. Or she'll look at me.
Wait, you have a cat in your house that's not yours?
That white one!
But why is it not yours?
I'm fostering her. Because she is a chungus.
Don't foster it. And just keep it.
I'm going to. I'm going to lock her in the murder den in my basement and keep her. The fuck? Did she teleport? Quick, think of something to end this with.
Itty bitty baby, itty bitty boat.
Stop recording will work just fine.